Every epic journey begins with a perfect starting point. For wine, that point is the moment the vine decides its purpose has been fulfilled. The grapes must achieve phenolic ripeness. Scientists and artisans, working together, declare the harvest ready. For the finest wines, precision is paramount.
Yes, they look perfect
Manual
this year.
labor ensures only the highest quality clusters of wine grapes make the initial cut. These precious ingredients must be handled with care, often kept in small containers to prevent premature crushing, a crucial step for quality wine. But scale demands efficiency. For commercial volume, massive technological marvels sweep through the rows, gathering tons of wine grapes every hour. From the vine, the payload is immediately secured in large, temperature-controlled containers. Logistics are everything. The race is on to get the fresh wine grapes to the processing facility before fermentation can begin prematurely. The first leg of the journey has begun. A precious cargo of wine ingredients now traverses the countryside, heading towards the mega factory. This journey is meticulously planned. Temperature, speed, and timing are all critical factors in preserving the quality of the nascent wine. Hours later, the trucks arrive at the epicenter of transformation, the wine mega factory. Every pound is recorded. Precision is the language spoken here. The grapes enter the receiving bay, a bottleneck of colossal capacity, ready for processing.
Chasing the moon across the sky.
Before unloading, samples are taken for immediate lab analysis, confirming sugar, acid, and overall health of the wine ingredients. Gravity does the heavy lifting. The sheer volume of incoming wine grapes is staggering. The journey accelerates. The raw fruit, destined to become fine wine, is now moving deeper into the industrial heart. Quality control begins immediately. High-speed human eyes remain irreplaceable for identifying imperfections in the wine grapes. The next crucial stage, separation. Stems contain unwanted tannins, so they must be meticulously removed from the wine grapes. The crushed grapes now form the must, the raw material that will undergo fermentation to become the wine. A maze of pipes directs the must toward its first major holding location, the fermentation cellar. Every metric is monitored remotely. Temperature control is immediate and precise, essential to locking in the freshness of the potential wine. This is the engine room. These pressurized steel vessels stand ready to shepherd the transformation from grape juice to alcoholic wine. The must finally reaches its resting place, where the magic of chemistry and biology will soon take hold to create the wine. The final preparation for fermentation, the introduction of specifically cultured yeast, the engine driving the wine process. The yeast is introduced, beginning the controlled, exothermic reaction that converts sugar into alcohol and carbon dioxide, turning grape juice into wine. Fermentation begins almost immediately. The exothermic reaction is powerful, generating intense heat which must be constantly managed to preserve the flavor of the wine. The surrounding jackets pulse with freezing water, keeping the temperatures perfect, a vital requirement for slow, controlled fermentation of quality wine. To extract maximum color and flavor, the wine must be constantly mixed. This automated pump-over ensures deep, uniform extraction. Once the initial fermentation is complete, the wine is separated from the solids. The remaining skins are then pressed under immense, controlled force. This press wine is often richer and more tannic, requiring careful blending decisions later. The young wine must be racked, carefully separated from the spent yeast and grape sediment to prevent off flavors from developing. For many red wines, a secondary fermentation occurs, converting harsh malic acid into softer lactic acid, crucial for mouthfeel and texture. The wine is constantly analyzed. Thousands of data points ensure consistency and quality at every microstage. Advanced technology verifies that the malolactic conversion is complete, confirming the structural integrity of the final wine. For complex aging, the wine moves from stainless steel to wood. But first, the oak barrels must be surgically clean. Deep within the factory, time becomes an ingredient. The wine now rests in oak, absorbing tannins, texture, and aroma over months or years. The delicate transfer ensures minimal oxygen exposure. The wine is sealed inside, beginning its slow, symbiotic relationship with the wood. The toasting level of the barrel profoundly influences the flavor profile imparted to the wine, from vanilla to spice. In high-volume production, microoxygenation simulates the slow breathing of a barrel, softening the tannins in the developing wine rapidly. As the wine ages, volume decreases. Workers must regularly top up the barrels, minimizing air contact to protect the integrity of the product. The final flavor profile is an art. The master vintners taste and evaluate hundreds of wine samples to determine the perfect final blend. A single sip dictates months of work. Consistency, balance, and projected aging potential are judged in this precise moment. The decision is made. The blueprint for the final, marketable wine is finalized, setting the stage for bottling. To prevent crystals from forming in the bottle, the finished wine is subjected to extreme cold, forcing natural tartrates to precipitate out. Before bottling, the wine must be polished. Cross-flow filtration removes all microscopic particles, ensuring a perfectly clean product. The bottling environment must be sterile. Total sanitation prevents any potential microbial contamination that could ruin the finished wine. The glass is prepared. The speed and synchronization of the line are mesmerizing. The culmination of years of work hits the glass. Precision filling minimizes air space, the enemy of fine wine. To guarantee longevity, a microscopic layer of inert gas is pumped in, driving out any lingering oxygen before the seal is applied. The final seal is applied with massive mechanical force, completing the transformation and protecting the integrity of the wine for decades. Each cork bears the mark of the winery, a final sign of authenticity for the bottle of wine. The final aesthetic detail, the foil capsule, is heat shrunk to provide an extra layer of protection and elegance to the finished wine bottle. The identity is affixed. Highly sophisticated machines apply the labels with millimeter precision, even at blinding speeds. Every bottle of wine carries its history, batch codes and legal disclosures ensuring traceability across the globe. Quality control is relentless. Automated vision systems reject any bottle of wine deviating from the prescribed fill line. Perfection is mandatory. Flawed bottles of wine are instantly removed from the line. The finished products align themselves, ready for secure packing. Packaging is designed to protect the fragile cargo during its international journey. The cases are sealed, protecting the wine from light and external damage. The final mark, an invisible link providing complete traceability for this specific batch of wine, anywhere in the world. The ultimate dance of logistics. Robots stack the cases perfectly, maximizing safety and shipping efficiency for the wine. Once complete, the towering pallet is secured, ready to withstand the rigors of global transit. Sophisticated warehouse management systems track every bottle of wine, knowing its origin and its destination. Sensitive to heat, fine wine often requires temperature-controlled shipping, protecting its complex flavors during transit. Locked and secured, the wine is ready for its final voyage across oceans and continents. The epic journey concludes here, nestled within the earth, waiting for the moment of truth. From sun-drenched vine to polished glass, years of science and dedication are uncorked. This is the Mega Factory's masterpiece, the culmination of an epic journey, ready to be savored.